If you were to search up the hardest mission in the Mafia franchise, there's one mission in question that will always pop up. A mission so infamous and rage-inducing that it continues to piss off players, new or old, to this day, especially with the release of the Definitive Edition. Today, we'll be seeing if a race fan like me could beat Mafia 1's racing mission, also known as Fair Play, on the hardest difficulty, the Classic mode. Spoiler alert, of course I did. But can I beat it on my first try? Well, stick around to find out. I've had Mafia 1 Definitive Edition sitting in my Steam library for quite a while. I would have tackled this challenge earlier, but I was too busy reliving my childhood in Mafia 2 Definitive Edition. I do have a fair bit of racing experience, whether it's sim racing on Assetto Corsa or Project Cars, sim kits like Forza Horizon, or even arcade games like The Crew 2 and Need for Speed. Though not the best, I'm slightly above average when it comes to racing, just enough to get me by finishing in the middle of the pack in Forza Horizon's ranked races. So I figured that this challenge would be a breeze. However, Fair Play falls under the 5th chapter of the game, so I do have a bit of work to put into. So let's begin my adventure. Before considering to play this game on classic difficulty, I set my driving mode to simulation and my transmission to manual. And with that, I set off my taxi driving adventure as Tommy Angelo. After being really interrupted by Polly and Sam, I spent my first few seconds in this game trying to figure out what my clutch and gear changing buttons were. Once all that feeling was over, I escaped the hooligans and brought Sam and Polly back to Salieri's bar. And that was my first experience driving in Mafia 1. After bringing the fussy-ass old lady to church, picking up some art collector, accidentally hopping out of my car trying to pull a handbrake turn, getting into my first accident trying to do a U-turn, getting into another accident bringing a drunk guy home, I get disturbed by these dang hooligans again and being chased. And dying. Well, this is when I realized that there's an achievement to finish this game on the hardest difficulty. So, there I go resetting my progress, now on the hardest difficulty. The driving settings are the same, but everything else got pumped up. The fighting, the damage, the cops. So, let's go again. After repeating the entire intro again, getting chased by hooligans, old woman going to church, and then getting chased by hooligans again, I finally continue where I left off, back at Salieri's bar. Sneaking about, sneak attacks, smacking and burning rivals' car, yoinking the previous hooligan's car, and getting instantly fucked by cops. Being accepted by Salieri, I finally started my adventure in Mafia. After trying to shoot Vinny,
not at me, you moron.
we head off and get insulted by an old woman, crashing into ice cream trucks, committing ridiculous crimes. We get into our first gunfight with precise aiming and oh fuck, with fuck, god damn it. With precise aiming, rapid firing, and fast With precise aiming, rapid firing, fast reactions, we finally get to Sam. Having to chase the paycheck with drive with immense skill and luck and take down the cheeky bitch. Back to the storyline of us being a snitch. We have a little chat with our orange man, telling stories, man get rear-ended by a bad driver takes out a wrench to fix, bad driver is beating up okay, never mind. We finally came to the mission we've been waiting for. Talk to Ralphie about fucking up the rival's race car, checking my garage, drive a car that's way too early to be in this time period, and looking like spaceships amongst the car in this generation, and probably as powerful as the race car that we'll be messing up. We finally arrive at the racetrack and get to the car, and god, it sounds so good.
It's a shame you gotta wreck it.
We speed down to Lucas' garage, flying past cops, fucking up the car. We get back into the base. Nope, not anymore. This thing became a shitbox. We rush back to the racetrack, not before helping some dude do a freefall dive.
Sorry!
And race back to the track, but missing the track short of a few seconds because of that cheeky stunt. Alright, we start again, flying past the guy so he doesn't jump off and not fuck up our time, and making it back to the racetrack just in time and off to the next day. The next day rolls around, finding out our driver has been beaten up, our time has finally come, and get into the driver's seat. It's time. Can my experience in multiple racing games prepare me for this moment and score myself a first try win? Let's see. The race started smooth. but with my aggressive driving and barely any knowledge of the track, I fucked up a few times, especially when it came to the infamous chicane, and I flew right into the fucking wall. Battling Banana Beach right here multiple times, we close up on the final lap, and unfortunately I didn't even have enough time to... this bitch. Did not have enough time to catch up to the leader, and Banana Beach comes rolling up and overtaking me in the last minute, just to pour salt into the fucking wound. My big fuck up on the first lap with the chicane ultimately messed up my first attempt for me. So, I didn't beat it on my first try, unfortunately. Attempt 2 will be better, right? The race went smoothly for your boy, until the chicane came again, and I somehow ended up worse than before, ramping off the competitor and landing on my head. So there goes my second attempt, barely catching up to Banana Beach again, nearly getting overtaken at the last minute again, but this time by some cucumber looking ass. Third try is a charm, hopefully. Now with better knowledge of the track, I tried to reserve myself from fucking up myself by being too aggressive. Okay, never mind. Nailing the chicane, I was sure I had this race in the bag, in third by the first lap. Some risky driving and corner cutting later, we finally completed the infamous race. To be honest, this race wasn't that hard, even though it took me 3 tries to finish it. I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't nail it on my first try, but that's because of my stupid, irrational and aggressive driving that fucked me over. But hey, better than getting stuck on this mission for hours upon hours. I'm happy that 3 tries was all I needed. Found some of the missions afterwards that are more infuriating than this one, but it's the definitive edition. Maybe this race was way harder on the older game, on the classic version. Besides, pretty sure someone already got an actual race car driver to try and race on the classic Mafia. Maybe I should give it a go, I don't know. Who knows? Leave a comment down below. Well, we've come to the end of the video, thanks for watching, and yes, at the time of editing this video, I have finished the game on classical difficulty, even got the achievement for it to prove. I don't know how to end up this video, so bye.
Hey, looks like this one's still dirty. Clean it again.